welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I wanted to share some beach read recommendations. So recently I went on a trip to Florida. I saw the ocean for the very first time and it was so beautiful there. I saw dolphins, I saw the sunset on the ocean, I went to the boardwalk. It was a lot of fun, and I really miss it being in cold Colorado. So I figured, since I am in such a summery mood and I miss the beach and everything, even though I got sunburned a lot there, I figured why not share some beach reads to dive into. These recommendations might not be like epitomately like big beach reads. They might be like over used in this setting, but I figured that I should recommend these ones, and I have read all these books and can vouch that they are very summery. So without further ado, let's just get into this video. So the first book that I want to recommend if you are in the beachy, summery mood like I, is The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. I know. I hate Nicholas Sparks. I read a lot of his books last summer, and I discovered that I didn't really enjoy his writing, but I can vouch that The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks is one of his better works, and it is very beachy, but be warned, the writing might be not that great, but it is very atmospheric and beachy. So this book, what this book is about, is that it follows, So this book follows a girl, forget her name, but she's a teenager, and her brother have to go live with her father. And her father have an estranged relationship, and she's like rebellious. She does not want to go to visit her father. She doesn't want anything to do with him, and so she goes to live with her father for the summer with her brother, and he lives on a beach, and so it just follows throughout the book their growing relationship, and as well as like a love story too, because she meets this guy at the beach, and they basically fall in love because Nicholas Sparks is a romance author, so it's gotta be romantic somehow. But yeah, I recommend this book mainly because of the atmospheric-ness to it, and I also enjoyed the relationship between the father and daughter. I didn't enjoy the romance too much, but it was a great read, and I do recommend it if you are in the mood for a cute, summery romance book that's set on the beach. Speaking of cute, summery romance beach reads, the next book that I recommend is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This has a love-hate relationship with most of booktube, and it's kind of like a popular booktube book, but I do recommend it because it is beachy. So what this book is about is that it follows a hate-love romance. So it's basically follows this girl who she and a guy are at a wedding, and the whole wedding, like between her sister and the guy's best friend or something, the whole wedding like gets food poisoning or something, but except for the guy and her. And so the honeymoon is already set in place, so her sister, who is the bride, asks her to go take their place and go have fun. So her and the guy she hates, they go on the honeymoon to, I believe it's Hawaii, Maui, and they fall in love. So it is very summery. I'm not really great at explaining what books are about, but that's just basically what it's about. And it's really cute, very romantic and summery and beachy and great. Very atmospheric, cute, yeah. More adjectives. But yeah, I highly recommend this book if you are in the mood for beachy romance books. I have a lot of beachy romance recommendations. So, I guess the last beachy romance book that I'm going to recommend is actually a series, and that is The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. So you have The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han, and We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. And these books are great. It's YA. The Unhoneymooners is adult or new adult, so be warned, there is adult content in it. But the last song and We'll Always Have, The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy doesn't really have, adult content. So anyways, okay. So what this book series follows, this girl, and she, basically, her family is childhood best friends with another, and so they get together every summer at a beach house, and so she goes to the summer beach house with them, and she basically had a long childhood crush with this guy, who is childhood best friends, I guess, and yeah, they end up it's very teen angsty. They end up having a relationship, romantic or otherwise, and then his brother also is interested in the girl. So yeah, basically it's cute, very romantic, very beachy, very YA contemporary cuteness. And I highly recommend it if you are interested. Enough with the romantic cute books. Okay, so the other book that I'm going to mention and recommend in this video is The Reef by Nora Roberts. Yes, it has romance in it, but it's more subtle, not really the main story, which if you don't like romance, then you should read this. But anyways, so what this book is about is, it's very atmospheric. It follows this family and another who go basically treasure hunting in the sea. So they're basically modern day pirates, and they are trying to find this specific treasure. I can speak today, I swear. They're trying to find a specific treasure that is basically a cursed amulet, and they're on a time crunch, kind of, because there's this evil guy who's trying to find the treasure too, and he is greedy and revengeful and just basically the evil guy, and it's really great. I highly recommend it. It's very action-packed, and although there is romance in it, it's like I said, very subtle romance. It's kind of insta-lovey, which I don't like, but, it's still a great book. The next book that I recommend is probably a surprise. No surprise, actually. It is Sphere by Micheal Crichton. Is this the Retro Reader video? Retro Reader video, if it doesn't have Micheal Crichton in it. Okay, So this book is very beachy, kind of. Well, not really beachy. It takes place in the ocean. It is not romantic at all. It's very action-packed. So what this book is about is it follows this scientific team that they go down below in the depths of the water, like I believe it's 4 people, to investigate something that they discovered in the water. Not good at explaining anything. Let me try again. So basically, it's a scientific team of 4 people. They go down in the water, in like the depths of the ocean, to investigate this ship that is possibly aliens. Yeah, they go down, investigate it, and terror ensues. And it's a really action-packed, great read. I highly recommend it. And if you have never read a Micheal Crichton book, I highly recommend Sphere, or maybe the next book that we'll talk about. And that is Jurassic Park. So this isn't really beachy, but it does have a beach in it. I just really wanted to include this book because it's very like summery feeling. I would recommend Sphere more than Jurassic Park if you're looking for like watery, oceany, something to dive into. But I just wanted to include this because it's very like summery to me. So basically what this book is about this team of scientists, like scientific people, and 2 grandchildren go to a park that has genetically modified dinosaurs, and they go to an island where the park is, and they kind of like tour it, and then dinosaurs escape, and everybody's scared and getting eaten. So this book's really great, very summery. I will never stop recommending Jurassic Park because it's my favorite book, but like I said before, if you are in the mood for a beachy read, I recommend Sphere more than Jurassic Park, but you should read both of these. So those are my recommendations for books to dive into that are beachy. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you have other beachy reads or if you read anything that I recommended. Just let me know in the comments. And subscribe if you want to. I post bookish related content every Thursday. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.